I truly believe we could change the world. We could change the world if every day we told every child, you're a blessing. Now I'm talking about the kids, the ones that kind of flow with us, and those travieso kids that don't flow with us. You know those kids that challenge every move, the ones that are always moving like this? What's the matter with you? You gotta go to the bathroom? No, nothing. And when you sleep with, they kick you in the head. The one that sit in the classroom, they're always leg moving. You know, sit down, Johnny, stop, you're moving the table. Okay. And the other leg moves like this. And what's the matter? Nothing. And they're always moving. Those kids that just, challenge everything. They mess up your classroom, mess up your everything, right? Those kids are blessings too. They just can't sit because they flow, and sometimes their energy is about seeing colors and seeing dimensions and seeing rhythms and moving in a syncopated way, and their emotion is something that is deeper, that sees beyond, that sees through, that sees in, that sees throughout. And a classroom is too confining for them. A piece of paper is too confining for them. They have to think larger, and that larger sense just begins to spew out, and it makes them, they can't sit still. But in growing up in that community, where my parents met in Texas, we moved to South Central Los Angeles, where Mexicanos lived with African Americans. On this side of the municipal airport, and the other side of the municipal airport was a whole different world. Mama said, no vas para allá, don't go over there. Why can't we go over there? You play here. We want to go over there. No, you stay here. Well, we want to go in that park, it's bigger. No, stay here. But that park got grass, because we don't have no grass in our park, I mean, we didn't know the different investment in different communities, already. And how many of our young people do we see doing risky behavior, and we think, what's the matter with you? What kind of decision is that? Maybe they're tired. Maybe they're lonely. Maybe they're sleepy. Maybe they're hopeless. Not because they're stupid. Not because they're unmotivated. It's not because they don't want to do good. Not because they don't have a vision. It's not because they don't have a passion. Maybe they're just tired. And as I was standing there in the park, thinking about how I might be able to take myself out, the weirdest thing happened to me. I smelled something. See, my grandma used to wear what I thought was this stinky powder called maha. And I smelled maha. And I smelled my grandma. My grandma's been dead for I don't know how many years. And I'm smelling her, and I said, dude, why am I smelling my grandma? I'm not eating high or nothing. What's up? It's like, and I smelled my grandma. And then I remembered every day that she would bless me. And before I went to school, she would say, Mico, tú eres una bendición, you're a blessing. And that God doesn't make junk. That every child that comes in this world is a blessing. Y tú vas a hacer algo muy bonito para la gente. You're going to do something beautiful for your people. And so she inoculated me with her serum of spirit. She inoculated me with her hope. She inoculated me with her vision. She inoculated with the spirit of my people, because she knew there was going to be times when not only was I not going to feel like a blessing, I was going to feel like the mistake. She knew that there was going to be times when I was going to feel like I was a presenting problem. She knew that I was going to be made to feel like I was the high risk factor, like I was the immigrant, like I was the illegal, like I wasn't wanted, like I was the one that was contributing to the demise of a community. She knew there was going to be times when I walked in, people were not only going to not think I was a blessing, they were going to think I was the problem. They were going to grab their purse. They were going to check me out. They were going to follow me with security. She knew that this society would try and destroy me and put in my head that I was not worthwhile and people like me were not worthwhile. And when you put in somebody's head they're not worthwhile, they will destroy people that look like them. So she inoculated me with this spirit to remind me that I'm a blessing. I want to thank you for being here and challenge you really to step up and step through, to reach out, ask for what you need, but recognize that all of you are a blessing. You're all a blessing on this way, and we're all interconnected. In my Nahuatl language, we call it Encloque Nahuaque, meaning we're all interconnected. Where one of us hurts, we all hurt. Where one of us succeeds, we all succeed. Where one of us rises, we all rise. Thank you. God bless you.